Hello and welcome to the Blossoming Soul Tarot. So today's video is about a message that was meant to find you. Of course, we are going to be trying to get quite a bit more than just one message. Hopefully we will get several important messages that the universe wanted you to hear. I'm very excited about this video. I actually never done a reading like this that is very general in the sense that there is not like a specific theme to it. It's just messages that were meant to find you. So yeah, I'm very excited to see what messages each group is going to get, and I really hope you enjoy this reading too. So as usual, and if you are used to watch my videos already, I have 3 cards for you to choose from. They were randomly selected, and whatever information they have, that is going to be the base for your entire reading. Now that you had a few seconds to look at the cards, you just have to choose between group 1, 2, or 3. The timestamps are going to be down below in the description, and make sure you pause the video if you need some more time to choose which card you feel more drawn to. So let me just give you a little disclaimer, the usual disclaimer that I like to give. The whole reading may not resonate to all of you. For some, it will only be a few of the messages. Some of them may be very specific for just a few people. As you know, general readings are meant for several people, so sometimes there are messages that, just like I said, are only for a smaller group of people. It's never the same thing as a personal and individual reading in which we can go a little deeper always. But I am 100% sure that every single one of you will find messages here that were 100% meant to find you, and that are going to be very important information, and that are going to have very important information for every single one of you. So don't forget to give me a thumbs up if the reading was helpful to you in any way, and subscribe to the channel if you want to see more of my readings. And yeah, without further ado, let's hop onto the video. Hi group 1, and welcome to your reading. Just like I said in the intro, I am very excited for this reading because it's supposed to be like a very general reading because there's not an actual theme to it, but I am so sure that there are going to be so many important messages here for you, group 1. I'm going to start with the self-care deck. I think it's always very important to take care of ourselves, and sometimes with all the rush and running around of our daily lives, we kind of forget about it. And I felt like for this reading we should open everything with a self-care card with some information on what you should focus on right now. And following this card, we are going to draw a few more cards from this deck. So yeah, let's see what we have for you. Positive affirmations. Okay, so this card is very, very important, and I already feel like right off the bat that this reading is going to be very powerful. I feel like for some of you, my lovely group number 1, you are not very confident people. You sometimes struggle to believe in yourself, and sometimes you feel overwhelmed with negative thoughts. And I think that the universe really wants you to know that you are a beautiful soul. You are about to blossom and become this amazing human being. The universe wants you to know that that's already within you, and that you should definitely start working on positive affirmations that will definitely help you keep negative thoughts away from the whole picture. In this card, there are some words here like I love myself, brave, beautiful, I choose to love, worthy, grateful, healthy, happy. So I am thinking that when I look at this card, that the advice that the universe is giving you, and that this very important message that was meant to find you right on the beginning of the reading, so you don't forget about it for sure. You should start working with positive affirmations. Look for things that make you happy, that make you feel powerful, that make you think in a positive way, and choose an affirmation every single day. For example, when you wake up, you write down your positive affirmation for the day. Or, for example, there are also decks of cards that are all about positive affirmations. Maybe this is a message for you to get one of those, or if you don't want to spend that money just now, maybe just look online for a few positive affirmations. Try to make a list and start looking at them every single day, for example. So yeah, I feel like this is a very, very powerful card, and we have a very powerful and interesting reading ahead, group number 1. So now let's get a few more cards from this deck. Let's see what else the universe wants you to focus on, what messages relating to self-care were meant to find you. Okay, we have 2 more cards here. We have chanting, and we have nourish your temple. It's very interesting because if you look at them, if you look at these images closely, it's all about focusing, all about looking within yourself. All the women in this card are with their eyes closed and very focused on themselves. So I really think that one of the main messages that was meant to find you was for you to start looking within yourself and find the beauty from within, and start loving yourself more. Here, for example, we have nourish your temple. This could be with food, for example. Imagine that because you're nervous or a bit more anxious than usual, you are eating lots of crap. And the universe wants you to know that this could be the right time for you to actually nourish your body with healthy and delicious food, because that will make you feel better, 100% sure. It could be also about starting to exercise. So pretty much anything that will nourish your body and your mind as well. As we've seen, you already have positive affirmations here. The chanting, I think, is about you starting to manifest what you want to see in yourself. I think, given the fact that we have these 2 cards here, I think this is more about that. It's about you spending a few minutes of your day sitting, relaxing, and trying to manifest what you really want to bring into your life. If you want to vocalize that is good as well, it works. But if you want to do it silently, I think this chanting cards, it's not really about chanting for you. It's about trying to manifest better things for yourself. Now I'm curious to see what tarot has in store for you. So let's try to get a few tarot cards. So which message is meant to find group number 1? Okay, we have 1. Okay, we have a few cards here. We have 2 here, this big bunch as well. Okay, so I think we have 4 cards. Yeah, 4 cards. So we have the 4 of Swords, the King of Wands, the 4 of Pentacles, and the 8 of Cups. Let me see if you can see. Let me see if you can see all of the cards. Yeah, I think so. Alright, so you have a very interesting set of cards right here because you have 1 card from each suit. You have Swords, Wands, Pentacles, and Cups. So that makes me think that you might need to find some balance in different areas of your life, because it might be the case that if you don't have everything balanced, you have negative thoughts. You start thinking that everything is falling apart because you don't feel that there is a balance. I don't know if that makes sense, but I feel like there is a lack of balance in your life, and that one of the messages that was meant to find you, and the reason why this positive affirmations was the first card, it's because you need to start working on yourself from within, trying to work on a more positive mindset, because that way you will feel that you know what to do, that you know how to find balance. And for example, let's start here with the 4 of Swords. The 4 of Swords is about resting, is about healing, and a sort of renewal. It's also about self-love. So it's very interesting that the universe really wants you to focus on this self-love message. I feel like maybe you have been through something. I don't know if it was recently, or for some of you it may have been several months or even years ago, but maybe something happened recently that kind of triggered that whole situation again. So I feel like you are kind of trying to start healing from that situation. This could be about a relationship, this could be about work, it could be about several things, but I feel like it is something that really affected your confidence, and that is why you need to work on self-love so much. This card is also about self-love, just like I said, and it's interesting because the first card you got says I love myself. So this is really something you need to work on yourself. And if you do that, I am pretty sure that you are going to be just fine. This is a beautiful card. I really like this card because it comes after the 3 of Swords, which is a very it's not like a very negative card, but it's a heavy card, and this is all about resting from that situation. And I feel like you are really starting to blossom. I really love this word, otherwise I wouldn't have chose it for my channel, but I really feel like you are blossoming. You are starting that journey of self-love and working on your self-esteem, loving yourself. It's an amazing journey. It's an amazing reading right here, group number 1. I really hope you are enjoying this as much as I am. Then we also have here the King of Wands. The King of Wands usually represents a person. Actually, all court cards, so pages, knights, queens, and kings, all represent people or a trait of your personality, for example. And I feel like here it doesn't really represent other person. It represents a version of yourself that is starting to develop and that the universe is calling you to develop. the universe, I feel like, really wanted you to find this message of self-love, because this is the time for you to work on that, as many opportunities are coming towards you, and you have to be in a very peaceful and loving environment surrounding yourself, a very peaceful mindset, state of mind. I think it's very important that you start this journey right now, because the King of Wands represents someone that is very successful, that has a lot of fire energy, so very creative, and I feel like you are very creative people, group number one. Your mind is just clouded with negative thoughts, and that is not letting you explore your creativity. But I'm 100% sure that it is within you, and you are full of ideas that have all the potential that to be very successful. Just like I said, I just feel like your mind is kind of clouded with negative thoughts, self-depreciating thoughts that don't really let you move forward. And again, I just want to focus on this message. You starting to love yourself now and working on your self-confidence now and self-love, it is going to take you so far, group number one, so far. And you also have the Four of Pentacles here. The Four of Pentacles is all about stability. It's all about you wanting to play safe. And I feel like that is what you're doing with your ideas, and maybe with life in general. For some of you, you are trying to play it safe because you are scared of failure. You're scared that you're not going to succeed, that people are not going to like your ideas, that people are not going to believe you. But I mean, believe in what I am saying. You are very creative people. I feel like there is a lot of success coming your way, because this Four of Pentacles right here also tells me that these ideas that you're having and that you are for now keeping to yourself because you are scared to show them to the world, this is going to bring you a lot of success. So really try to develop your ideas as well as possible. And I mean, just because one person or two or three or 10 don't like your idea or don't believe in your idea, it doesn't mean that it's not good. It doesn't mean that. So you need to believe in yourself and be confident on the ideas that you have. So try to develop them, try to see which ones are really have potential to thrive, and bet on those ones. Start working on those because you have been keeping them for so long. Some of you may have like an idea in mind of something that you really want to do in your future, but you've been holding on to that and you don't really act on it. So I feel like once you start working on yourself, you are going to start giving life to your ideas. And you also have the Eight of Cups here. The Eight of Cups is all about leaving things behind, leaving something behind that doesn't serve you anymore. And I feel like the way that you've been treating yourself and looking at yourself, it's not serving you anymore. And that is one of the main messages that the universe wants you to see and wants you to receive, which is you can go so far, group number one, so far. And that's what this Eight of Cups is also telling me. So let's see what other messages we can get, because so far this is amazing, group number one. This is such a powerful reading. Just like I said, when I saw that positive affirmations card, I felt like this was just going to be incredible, and it is a very powerful reading. So group number one. All right. Let me just put this straight, or kind of straight. So we have the Trader, Animal Guardian, and Shaman. So this Four of Pentacles also gave me the energy of helping people in need. And I'm going back to the Four of Pentacles because the Trader really made me think about that. Because I feel like one of the messages that was meant to find you is that you are going to feel the need to help people, or for some of you there is going to be someone that will want you to help you during this journey that you're going to have. So I feel like this Four of Pentacles for some of you could be about someone that is going to help you get to what you want. Because, and I think this Trader really represents that, because here it says exchange energy to create abundance. And I feel like that there is someone that is either going to help you work on your self-esteem and work on self-love, or for others of you there is going to be someone that is going to help you develop this idea that you have and bringing it to life. And this is another sign that you have some idea that you've been thinking about, or maybe some of you haven't got to that stage yet, but once you start working on yourself, you will start focusing on more creative things, and some ideas may come to you. And I feel like those ideas, or at least one of those ideas that you're gonna have, is going to bring you very, very good things. And the Animal Guardian right here says trust your instincts. So that really makes me think that many of you have been working on some kind of idea, but you just don't trust yourself and don't believe in yourself enough to make it happen. And this is a message, a very clear message from the universe to you, saying that you have to trust yourself. You have to start working on yourself to not let all these ideas and amazing creativity that you have go to waste. You also have the Shaman right here, trust in higher forces. So this is again another message from the universe saying that you are protected, your ideas are good, the things that you've been thinking about, or at least some of them, have a lot of potential and you are protected. So you should definitely start taking those ideas that you have more seriously. Try to look for people, like-minded people that will support you on working on that idea, because sometimes, just like I said before, it's not that your idea it's not good or it's not going to work, but all people have different ways of looking at things, different perspectives, and maybe you're just not sharing that idea with the right people, with the people that are going to understand it. So think about that. I think you could really have a lot of potential in something that you've been dwelling on. Last but not least, I am going to get the Oracle of the Fairies. This is a very beautiful deck that I like to use. I'm not sure if I used it in the previous reading or the one before that, but I used it very recently, and I decided to bring it back because I really like this deck and the messages that it has. So let's see the messages that we're meant to find. Group number 1. Okay, we have one card right here. Let's see if we can get some more. Message that we're meant to find. Group number 1. Okay, 2 more. Okay, this is very interesting. So you have ask for help and inner child. So, if you remember, a few minutes ago, I told you that there could be someone that was going to help you in one of two things. And I feel like this card here, Ask for Help, which says, angels are celestial beings who protect everyone, and the fairies say now is time for you to ask for angelic assistance. I wouldn't say that you should take this literally, but what I am sure is that there is going to be someone, and now I am 100% sure, someone that is going to help you through one of the two situations that I mentioned, either working on yourself or your idea or plan that you have. I think that the person will not show help from nothing, from out of the blue. I feel like you need to find the person that is going to help you, and I feel like you may be the kind of person that struggles to ask for help because they think that they can do themselves, that they can do everything themselves, which it's not a bad thing. I mean, it's just that sometimes you need to learn how to ask for help because just like this card here says, the trader, exchange energy to create abundance. Sometimes it's necessary to have more people for you to succeed more. So because they are going to help you achieve what you want, and it's going to be just an exchange of experiences that is going to take you far. And yeah, I feel like one of the main messages from the universe is that you need to realize when you need help, and you need to try to think what you need help with and try to find the right people or the right person to help you achieve what you want. Then you also have inner child right here. The fairies of playfulness remind you to make time to embrace your inner child. Playing keeps you young at heart. Do something silly and fun, but stay safe. So this could also be about the self-love part of the reading. This could be telling me that you tend to be very strict or serious people, and that sometimes you have trouble having fun and doing silly things, and this card is really telling you to not take things so seriously and to have more fun with life in general. So yeah, I think I'm going to end the reading right here. I really hope it was helpful for you. It was a really beautiful reading. I really hope you felt the same. I really hope you felt the energy that was here, because it was just amazing. It was very powerful. So yeah, don't forget to like the video if something resonated, and if the reading helped you, in any kind of way. Let me know in the comments down below what you thought of each pile, what you thought of the pile that you chose, what you thought of the messages, or any suggestions on future videos that you would like to see here on the channel. And yeah, thank you so much for being here with me today, and I will see you on the next video. Bye. Hi group number 2, and welcome to your video. So as you know from the introduction, this is going to be a video about messages that were meant to find you. So I'm very excited for this. Group 1 had the most powerful reading, and I feel like all readings are going to be very powerful because, of course, a message that is meant to find you, this is very general, but this opens the opportunity for you to receive all kinds of messages from the universe, which is always very interesting. So yeah, let's see what you have here. I decided to start with the self-care deck because I feel like self-care is so important, and the universe definitely has a lot that wants you to know about how you have been treating yourself and things that you should definitely improve. And the first message that you have here is be still. So this makes me think that you have been feeling a bit overwhelmed, possibly at work or with life in general. You might be feeling that you just don't stop. You keep doing things. You are rushing all the time. And that is never good for your health. And the universe is definitely asking you to be still. So to take time and to just do nothing. I know that for people that always need to be doing something, this is very difficult to do. I am a bit like that sometimes, so I know that it is hard. But make an effort from now on to make sure you take a little bit of time for yourself every single day, even though if it's just like 15 or 20 minutes at night. Just take time to just be still, relax, and I'm 100% sure that that is going to help you a lot, because I feel like you are a bit drained out on a certain area of your life. For many of you, I feel like this is work related. I feel like you've been just pushing way too much, and that you need to take more time to yourself, take time to just do nothing. Sometimes it's not like, oh, I'm not doing anything, so I need to clean the house, or I need to go cook some food, or I mean, I feel like most of you have to learn how to not do anything. And we will see on the next cards that we're going to get where it's going to be there, but I feel like this is a very important message that the universe wants you to hear. So let's see what else we can find out about self-care and messages that were meant to find you. So group 2. Okay, we have one. Let's try to get another one. Okay. I guess you already saw that card, so you know what it is. Well, we have flow like water, and of course we have music. Okay, so I feel like the Be Still card, you can really put this thing together with the music. Maybe listening to music while you relax every day will help you to focus more on the tasks that you need to do later, and that will help you calm down a little bit, because sometimes music can be very relaxing. Of course, it depends on the music that you're listening to, but there are a lot of relaxing songs and a lot of relaxing music out there. So I think the universe is asking you to try to look for that, and that could help you how to rest your mind a little bit, and consequently your body as well. So I think music is very important right now for you, and that you should use it in order to learn how to calm down a little bit. You also have flow like water, so it's all about going with the flow for you. I think you are being too hard on yourself, too strict with yourself, and the universe is asking you to let things flow a little bit more, and just enjoying the moment, and enjoying the moments in which you were doing nothing, or at least nothing that is going to lead you to a certain outcome, that you're just there enjoying the moment, either on your couch just listening to some music, or reading a book that you really wanted to read, or if where you are it's summer, going to the beach and just relaxing there for a little bit, or going to the mountains and get some fresh air and relaxing and just doing nothing, just enjoying the moment and your surroundings. And I think that this is a very powerful message that was meant to find you. It's always good to know that we need to slow down and I feel like that's what the universe wants you to know. So now let's grab my tarot cards to see what other informations we can get, or if we can get some reinforcement for the messages that we already have. So group 2 messages meant to find you. Alright, so we have the Queen of Swords, the Eight of Pentacles, oops, the Six of Pentacles, and the Six of Cups. Okay, so let me start right off with the Queen of Swords. This is one of my favorite cards on the deck. It's a card that I relate to quite a bit, and that's why I like it so much. If you're an air sign, you're most definitely going to relate to this card. Of course, other people can relate to this as well, because you might have some air signs in your birth chart, but I think most people that are air signs or have air signs in their birth chart are going to identify with this card, because this represents a person that is very logical, very honest, and that really seeks the truth and tries to be direct to other people, and that always likes to take decisions that are unbiased by external or internal factors. And this represents a very powerful person. It's an excellent communicator, someone that likes to really talk to other people, and I feel like you are one of these people, and some of you may be leaders in your job, for example, and that is why you are feeling so drained, because you have so much to worry about. And for others of you, this might mean that you are just taking things too seriously, that you are not enjoying life, you are not letting yourself have fun and enjoying the moment. You're always worried about what you're going to have to do next. So I think the universe is telling you that you are doing your work very well. You are very good at what you do. For some of you, this might not be related to work, might be about your relationships or with friends, family, your loved one, anything. But for those of you, I think this is about you needing to take a break. It's about taking a break from responsibility. You also have here the Eight of Pentacles. The Eight of Pentacles is all about work. Every single time I look at the Eight of Pentacles, I think of work. So that is why I think that for a big part of you, Group 2, this message is going to be work related. I think that you are very good at what you do. You are very methodical and very focused people. You are very determined, and you put a lot of effort in what you do, and you are, and not all of you are experts at what you do, but I think that all of you really know what you're doing, really believe that you are doing the right thing in your job. And I think that what the universe is telling you with this card is that you don't need to worry so much. You need to take time for yourself as well, because you have not much more to prove. Of course, you need to prove to yourself every single day that you're good, and that is always good, that you prove yourself that you're good at what you do, and to other people sometimes as well. But I feel like for now, that is not the most important thing that you should be focusing on. You should be focusing more on not reaching a state of burnout, because if you continue at a very high pace, you could end up not enjoying the work that you're doing as much as you should. Because I feel like most of you really like what you do, or at least are not thinking of changing jobs or starting something different. I feel like you're happy at what you're doing, and that you just need to live more in the moment and let your creativity flow. Try new things, and not being so strict on yourself, not so hard on yourself. You also have the Six of Pentacles here. The Six of Pentacles is more about a two-way abundance, so giving and receiving. I feel like that you are receiving help from others, and you are going to help others too, and I feel like that is going to lead you to a lot more of success. Group 1 had a similar message to this, but I feel like in their case it's a very specific message regarding receiving help from other people. The thing is, I think that for them it's more about receiving help and asking for help, and for you it's more like a giving and receiving situation. So a situation in which you are going to give to receive as well, or you are going to receive and you are going to give also. But I feel like there are so many good things coming your way. These are all very positive cards. The Six of Cups is also a very positive card. I will let you know in a moment. I feel like you may be... this is a very specific message for some of you only, but I feel like you've been feeling the need to share your knowledge with someone or with people in general. So if you've been wanting to like start a course, like you being the teacher, or that you've been wanting to help someone in something related to your work, I think that this is the universe telling you that this is the right thing to do. So I definitely feel that you are going to be doing something relating to teaching. You're either actually going to become a teacher in something regarding your work, or you are going to give like a talk about something related to what you do professionally. I think that you are going to definitely share your knowledge with someone, and that is going to bring you a lot of success, and the feeling that you are actually helping others by sharing your knowledge, which is always a very good thing, because you spent your life, the years of your life, learning about your craft, and now you know enough to be able to share it with other people. That is just an amazing feeling, and I think that you are going to feel very, very good doing it if this is your case. And you also have the Six of Cups right here. This is a card all about nostalgia and thinking about the past. I think that you are going to be reconnecting with your past, with things that happened in your past. For some of you, it could be with people from your past. And I think that those people or that situation that you are going to be connecting with regarding your past experiences, that is going to definitely help you move forward. So I think this is a very interesting message so far. And just to sum it up a little bit, what the universe really wants you to know so far is that you need to enjoy the moment more, learn how to not do nothing, understanding and being aware that you are very good at what you do, and you don't have to prove yourself and your worth every single day and all the time, and be constantly worrying about that. And that if you have been wanting to share your knowledge with people, then this is definitely the right time to start doing it. I think these are the main messages so far. But let's see what else we can get from the other 2 decks that I have here. So quick to messages and to find them. So you have Shield Maiden, Spring, and Peacekeeper. So let's start here with the Shield Maiden and make plans and focus. Okay, so I think that you have 2 cards here that represent very strong people that really like to make plans, focus on what you're doing, focus on their tasks, and going up according to plan. And I think that the problem here is that you are not planning and you're not setting your goals the right way. And I think that if you spend more time reflecting and letting things go with the flow, you also have more time to reflect on what you actually want for your life and what goals are the most important to you. Try to make a list of like the main 3 goals that you have right now and try to work on every single one of those 3 plans. For example, imagine that your plan is to start an online course, like starting to teach an online course. Then underneath that, you write that down, and underneath you are going to write all the steps that you need to take to reach that goal. And you do that for all 3 goals that you are going to set. So if you are setting your goals the right way, you don't need to work so hard and so much. You need to work smarter. That's what you need to do. And I think the universe is really letting you know that you are very good at what you do. You are very focused. You're amazing, really. I think that's what the universe is really trying to tell you. And people really appreciate your work. I think the problem here is that you are not setting your goals in the right way, and you are not working in a smart way. You are working hard. That's it. So try to search about goal setting and organizing skills, because I'm sure that that is going to help you a lot. And you also have Spring here. See your seeds grow. So there is definitely something that you are going to do. I think probably around springtime, because I believe that this card has a very concrete meaning. So I really feel like this is something that is going to start happening around springtime. You are going to start planting your seeds and then later on seeing them grow. The seeds of your work, of course this is metaphorical, but I really feel like you are going to do something that you, again, just like in everything else, you are going to thrive. You also have the Peacekeeper, let go of the need to be right. This is also an issue of the Queen of Swords. You are so focused on the truth that sometimes you may feel like everyone else is wrong. And this card is here to tell you that you don't need to be that strict. That sometimes there isn't, of course that for many things there is a right and there is a wrong, but for many others there is a gray area. There is an area in which things are not black or white. Things are gray, and that is not a bad thing. It's just that you need to realize that you don't have to be always right, and that's okay. Sometimes you are not right because you're not seeing the things from the right perspective, or sometimes you just disagree hardly on something, And it's just because you grew up looking at things from a certain perspective and you just can't see the other side. That could be the case. And it's alright. It's just the universe letting you know that you don't need to be always right. Sometimes there is a gray area in situations, and it's just fine. You just have to start learning how to deal with that kind of situation. Now, lastly, let's grab the Oracle of the Fairies. Let's see what other information we could get. Let's try to get one more. So we have protection and we have nature signs. Protection. The fairies of protection are shielding you with the magical fairy ring of love and light. Practice psychic protection before embarking upon any spiritual work. Okay, so I think that for you, this is kind of metaphorical. So it's about the fact that you feel like sometimes you're on your own, and that is an issue as well of the Queen of Swords, or the people that have a personality similar to the Queen of Swords. Sometimes you feel like you're by yourself, and that sometimes people don't understand you, that no one understands you. And it's alright if people don't understand you. You just have to know that you are protected. The universe is letting you know that you are protected, and that is why you have such a positive reading that tells you that you are going to succeed in all things that you try to do if you start learning how to be still and how to let things go and going with the flow. You are protected, so you can start doing this kind of work. You also have nature signs. Be receptive to the subtle messages from nature as you go about your day. Nature talks to us continually. We need only open our hearts and minds. So I think this is about you being so focused on your work or the tasks that you need to do that you are not looking around yourself. You are not letting things flow. You are not looking around what surrounds you. And I feel like if you relax more and pay more attention to your surroundings, I feel like you are going to receive some signs that are going to be very important messages that you were meant to find. So pay more attention to the environment around you, because there are probably going to be some signs being sent to you from the universe that were really meant for you, and you are only going to be able to see them if you take the time to look around and relax and not be always running around. So yeah, I think I'm going to end the reading right now. I really hope it was helpful for you in any way. This was again, just like Remember One, and just like I was expecting, a very powerful reading with a lot of important messages for you, Group 2. Don't forget to like the video if you enjoyed the reading and if some of the messages resonated with you. Also, don't forget to leave a comment down below letting me know about what you thought of your pile, what you thought of the messages, if it resonated, because I always like to know what you thought, and maybe just give me some suggestions on videos that you want to see here on the channel in the future, because I will definitely try to have that into account. And yeah, thank you so much for being here with me in this reading, and I hope to see you on the next video. Bye. Hard Number 3, and welcome to your reading. So, as I said in the introduction, I'm very excited for this reading. Group 1 and 2 had very powerful readings, just like I anticipated. And I am sure that yours is going to be powerful as well, because if there are messages that were meant to find you, I mean, that is always a very impressive thing to find out. And I decided to start with my self-care oracle deck, because I think that self-care sometimes is something that we don't pay much attention to, but it's very important. So let's see what message the universe wanted me to start with. So you have make an altar. So just right off the bat, the altar doesn't have to be religious, so you don't have to be a religious person to make yourself an altar. The altar is a place, it's like a sacred place that you have, that you use to reunite and to gather the things that are important to you and that you want to keep in mind. So this kind of tells me that maybe some of you might be feeling a little bit lost or confused, and this make an altar message is all about letting you know that the universe is 100% sure that you have things that you love, and that sometimes you just forget what they are, and that you maybe should make like a small list of things that inspire you and that make you happy, and reserve a small place in your bedroom, for example, to keep those things so you can look at them whenever you feel lost. For example, you can have a positive affirmation every single day. It could be a different one every day. It could be that you change it every week or every month. But that is definitely a good thing to have on an altar. You can also have photos of trips that you did or people that you love, so you can always remember that there are people that support you and that are by your side no matter what. You can also put some crystals if that's something that you're into, some flowers as well, to create like a little homey, comfy environment with a candle, with a very like relaxing smell. I don't know, you can also put there your vision board. That is something that you could definitely do to help you set your goals. If you don't know what the vision board is, maybe go online, because it's something that is a bit difficult to explain, and only if you see it you will see that you can do a lot of different things with a vision board. But just to sum it up, it's a collection of images that inspire you. For example, imagine that you do a vision board every single month, and that for the month of February you want to find love, you want to start a new job, you want to read more books. So you can find an image of a book, an image of two people together as a couple, and a picture of someone signing a contract, and you put that all together. And if you have that in a very in a place that you can see well every single day, that is going to inspire you and not letting you forget of the things that you care about the most. So let's see what else we can find out. What other messages were meant to find you? So let's see, group number 3, messages that were meant to find you. Let's try to get one more card. Okay. There we go. So you have flow like water and watch a movie. Okay, this is very similar to a group 2 had. The cards are not the same, just this one is the same. But this one is similar as well. So what I can say right now is that I don't say this all the time, but when I think it is important, I say it, which is I feel like you are going to have a few things in common with group number 2. So if you have the time and if you feel like you are missing something by the end of this reading, maybe go and check out group number 2, because there might be some informations that that could relate to you as well, if you have the time, of course, and if you want to, and if you feel like, again, you are missing something. But I feel like you have been feeling a bit lost, just like I said, and you were not letting things flow. You are being a bit strict with yourself. You are being a bit too harsh on yourself. You're not letting yourself breathe and have fun with things. And that's why you have here watch a movie. It could be anything else, but you have watch a movie because I feel like you have to look at life from a different perspective, and movies kind of do that. Movies can change your perspective on something. Movies can take you to a different reality. Movies can also make you feel like you are in a different place, and they are very inspiring sometimes, and other times very relaxing. So try to choose a inspirational movie or one that would make you feel good, because I feel like you need to kind of see things from a different perspective so you can really focus. This is starting off very interestingly, so let me grab my tarot deck and see what more specific information we can get, or maybe some reinforcement of the information that we already have. So group number 3. So we have one card already. I'm trying to get 4. That's what the other groups had. We have another one. Group number 3, informations. Meant to find you. Okay, and you have 5. Okay, you get one more card than the other groups. Let's see, maybe there is some important information. So you have the 5 of Swords, let me put it like this, the 5 of Swords, the Knight of Wands, the High Priestess, the Page of Pentacles, and the Page of Wands. Okay, you have 2 pages, 1 Knight, then the 5 of Swords and the High Priestess. So you have 1 court card. The other groups, no, you have 3 court cards and 1 major arcana. So this is a very different reading from the previous ones, no doubt about it. Let me start here with the 5 of Swords. The 5 of Swords is a card that always gives me a conflict vibe. Let me see how this fits in here, because I'm not getting it. So I feel like you are having a kind of internal conflict with yourself, in the sense of you felt like you lost something. For some of you, you might have actually lost something. You might have lost your job, you might have lost someone. I really hope not, and if you did, I am really sorry for that. Or you might have just have the feeling that you are missing out, you are losing your time, you are wasting your time. I think that could be it for you, group number 3. The Five of Swords gives me the feeling that you have been feeling a bit down and that your confidence has been shaken up a little bit, and that you need to start doing something to really give you a little boost of confidence. I feel like you have a kind of fear of failure. You are scared of people being better than you and people doing things better than you do, and that you feel like you are in a disadvantaged position. And the universe is letting you know that wins and losses are both part of human experience, and that you should take every single loss as experience and as the key to self-improvement. Of course, this is very easy to say, but very hard to do. It's one of those situations. But this is something that the universe really wants you to know. Then you also have the Knight of Wands here. The Knight of Wands is a person that is very passionate and spontaneous on things, is someone that really takes action, that has courage, that is very inspired and adventurous. It's a person that has a very beautiful energy, and I feel like that is you. You just been shaken up by something, and just keep in mind that for some of you this may have been recent, but for others of you this could have been years ago. But even if something happened a long time ago, the wounds may have not healed yet, and maybe that negativity is really affecting what you do in your life and how you see life. So I feel like one very important information that the universe is giving you, one very important message, is that you are letting the fact that you feel inferior, or the fact that you feel that you experienced a loss, you're letting that feeling win over your amazing self, and you shouldn't be doing that. So the universe is really letting you know that you have to allow spontaneity back into your life. Do something spontaneous. Do something, for example, you're at home and you're like feeling very down and kind of self-victimizing state of mind, which we get caught up sometimes. Try to think like, okay, this is not taking me anywhere, so I'm doing the exact same thing if I'm here or if I am in the middle of the woods listening to the sounds of nature, or at the beach, for example, or going for a walk. And that way you are surrounding yourself with other sounds, people, things happening, and your mind is going to start deviating from that negative mindset. So the universe is really asking you and letting you know that you should start being more spontaneous and try to not focus so much on your losses and much more on how this could help you enjoy life in a different way, or find different ways to enjoy your life. Of course, when you feel lost and when you lost something in your life, it's very difficult, it's very sad, it's hard. But whatever you lost, most definitely is not coming back. Or even if it is, you shouldn't be expecting it to come back all the time, because it's not taking you anywhere. Then let me go here to the High Priestess. The High Priestess is all about intuition. It's about your mind. It's about your intuition, your dreams, and it's pretty much about psychic insights as well. So I really feel like your reading is mostly about you trying to change your mind almost completely. Like, this sounds like a very drastic thing, but sometimes completely means just that, changing from a negative perspective on things to a positive one, which requires a lot of work. And I feel like this could be the case for you. You have a lot of dreams, and you are just not focusing on them. You are not trying to get them to come true. You're not manifesting them. So you should definitely start focusing more on your intuition and your dreams, because you are soon going to receive powerful visions and psychic insights that are going to guide you in your life in the next months. So this could be coming in your dreams, for example. There might be some important information coming to you while you sleep, so pay attention to that. Then you also have 2 pages here. So pages for me are a sign of a new beginning. So I really feel like you are in a huge need of a new beginning on something in your life, or in your life in general for some of you. So as I said, for some, this is going to be all about your perspective on things. You're having a negative perspective on some things, and that is not helping you showcase the wonderful person that you are. So the universe is giving you the information that you need to start fresh on something. I don't know what it is, only each one of you will know, but you are also, I think that most of you are feeling this already, that you have the need of starting something new. No matter what it is, you need to start doing something new. The Page of Pentacles tells me that for some of you, that is related to work. It could be that you want to leave your work and go to do something different, or it could be that you're happy with your job, but there is a hobby that you really enjoy that you want to take to the next step, that you want to take to the next level. And I feel like you've been stuck in that a little bit. And you also have the Page of Wands. So for some of you, that could just be about taking action towards something that you've been dwelling a lot on, and you just hadn't had the courage to move forward because you're too focused on your negative thoughts. So I think this is a lot, to be honest. It's a lot of information. And I feel like it's a lot of different informations. So I feel like this is a reading that for some of you might not resonate a lot, because there are so many specific messages. So like I said at first, if you feel like you're missing on something, go check out group number 2, because it's a different reading, and there could be something there for you as well if you feel like not much of this is resonating to you. But we still have 2 decks to go through, so let's see what else we can find out. We have 2 cards here already, so let's just take these 2. So you have Arrow and Winter. The Arrow says, surround yourself with protective energy. So I already had the sense that you are protected here, and I just feel like either the people around you or the things that you're choosing to do on your daily life, it's not really giving you the boost to change your mindset to a more positive one. I feel like you need to look for positive people to surround yourself with, and positive things for you to do, because that is going to definitely boost your creativity and spontaneity, and it's going to give you a much more happier life. Then you also have Winter. Take care of your needs. So I think this is a very, very straightforward message. Take care of your needs. Take care of yourself. Take care of your mind. Because if you take care of your mind and See what are your core values, see what you really believe in, and live by those standards, you are going to be a much happier person. And that is what the universe is letting you know. So 2 very straightforward messages from the universe for you. And then lastly, let's get to the Oracle of the Fairies. Let's see what information we can get. Messages, group 3. Okay, we have 3 cards. We have abundance, purity, and flourish. So, abundance. Prepare yourself for incoming abundance. Release any mental blocks you may have. In fairyland and human land, there is enough abundance for everyone. I think this is the main message of your reading. So I'm going to give you a close-up of this card in case you want to take a screenshot and save it on your phone. Here you have it. Pause the video if you need more time to take that photo. But I'm even going to read that again slowly, because I feel like this is the main information that you need. Prepare yourself for incoming abundance. So there is definitely abundance coming your way. There are very good things coming your way, just like we saw before. Release any mental blocks you may have. So this mindset that you're having is blocking you from receiving these positive things. And the universe is confirming that exactly. In fairyland and human land, there is enough abundance for everyone. So don't feel like someone is winning over you, because even if they're winning now, you're going to be winning later. You just have to keep your mindset in the right place. You also have purity. Always trust in the purity of your heart. Look inside your heart, and within it, you will find the answer to your question. So remember the High Priestess, that was all about intuition, following your intuition, receiving some visions. So this is all about confirming that. It's about telling you and letting you know that the information that you are seeking, the things that you don't know, like that you feel lost or don't know what to do, the answer is within you. And maybe the answers will come to you in your dreams, or there is going to be a situation for some of you in which you decide to follow your intuition, and that is definitely the right path to follow. That is what the universe is telling me right now. And you also have flourish. The lotus flower fairy tells you to learn from the experience and shed your inner light on any unclear areas of your life or those of others. So I feel like this is your journey towards blossoming. I feel like you are definitely flourishing, and that the universe is letting you know that that is happening very soon, or that will start to happen very soon. But you need to leave these blockages that you have, these mind blockages that you have, that are not allowing you to flourish, to live life to the fullest, to be spontaneous, to follow your intuition and receive abundance and all the new things that are coming your way. So group number 3, again, very powerful reading. All 3 were very powerful readings. I am going to end it right here. I really hope you could find some information here that is going to help you moving forward. Don't forget to like the video if this resonated with you, or at least some of the information resonated. And if you enjoyed the reading and found it helpful in any way, don't forget to also leave a comment down below letting me know what you thought about the reading, what you thought about your pile in specific, or the information that I gave you. And also, if you wish to, letting me know about any themes that you want me to cover here on the channel, any video ideas that you have, because I will try to have those into account. And yeah, thank you so much for joining me on today's reading, and I hope to see you on the next one. Bye!